accurate forecast in the Ozarks.
Well, locally, all is quiet across our area. Skies are mostly cloudy, yes, but really not finding much rain out there. 77, winds are a little breezy. You might have noticed that today, right now out of the southeast at 11 miles per hour. Today, we did see that first surge of tropical moisture make its way north out of Arkansas into Missouri. And the side effect of that was cloud cover. We saw skies go mostly cloudy here in Springfield about mid to late morning. Really didn't see much, if any, in the way of rain in our area. There were a few spotty showers, but not too many. We have seen a little slug of light rainfall make its way out of Arkansas into south central Missouri, but it looks like most of that is starting to fade away. Take a look at the impact, though, that the clouds had on our temperatures. Only low to mid 80s to the south. Here in Springfield, mid to upper 80s. We did manage to get into the low 90s further north, where it took longer to get that cloud cover in. But remember back to yesterday? The difference today versus yesterday, a lot of that difference has to do just with the cloud cover. Yesterday we hit 96, today a high of only 86 degrees. So that's the benefit of that cloud cover. We're going to find that again tomorrow. Overnight tonight, we'll hold on to mostly cloudy skies. I can't rule out a light shower, but most spots are going to stay dry. It looks like about 71 for a low. And then for tomorrow, we will again find a day very much like today, mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of a breeze out there out of the south to southeast at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Looks like highs generally in the mid to upper 80s. We may see the outermost fringes of Laura begin to move into northern Arkansas by the very end of the day. Outside of that, any shower activity that does try to pop up tomorrow should be very, very isolated in nature. Despite all that cloud cover, I don't expect much in the way of rainfall to occur tomorrow across the area. Now, let's get into what's going on with Hurricane Laura. Obviously, a very well-defined hurricane, textbook-looking storm. We have a very, very well-developed eye. That eye looks like it's really starting to narrow. It was at about 25 nautical miles in width. It looks more narrow now as the pressures continue to drop. Earlier this evening, they were sitting in the 947 millibar range. Now they're down to about 937 millibars. That's a pretty significant drop in pressure here just over the last several hours, a sign that this storm is continuing to strengthening ahead of landfall, which should occur shortly after midnight tonight. This is a bad or worst case scenario, really, if you have a powerful storm like this and it's intensifying as it crosses the shoreline. You're looking at the very worst of possible scenarios with the storm as it comes ashore. It looks like we've already started to get some tropical storm force winds along the immediate coastline. Just checking some of the observations closer to I-10, really not finding any tropical storm force winds, but we have seen some gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour in the Lake Charles area. The core of the hurricane force winds in excess of 74 miles per hour is going to be closer to that center, and that's what's going to be coming ashore later on tonight. Now, again, the latest with this storm, and we should be getting another update here shortly, but as of here the last hour, pressures are down to 937 millibars, winds are at 150 miles per hour, and it looks like this storm will come ashore with winds of at least 150 miles per hour near Cameron, Louisiana, about 1 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. And then from there, it will track north into Arkansas later in the day. Looks like Thursday night into Friday morning, to be exact. And then as we work through Friday, it'll make its way across southeast Missouri by Friday afternoon and then on off to the east. As far as tornado potential, oftentimes landfalling tropical systems do produce tornadoes. And it looks like that threat for an isolated tornado or strong wind gusts will extend into north central Arkansas overnight, probably late Thursday night. Looks like most of that threat, though, is going to stay just south and east of our area through Friday. Our hour-by-hour forecast looking like this: quiet overnight tonight, quiet on Thursday. But look at what happens overnight Thursday night. That area of rain with Laura makes its way across northern Arkansas into south central Missouri and then spreads off to the east during the day on Friday. You can see most of that just doesn't make it up to I-44. The heavy rain will stay confined to areas generally along and south of a Harrison to Eminence line, where we could see rain totals of 1 to 3 inches. And within that area where we see the heavier rain, we're also likely going to have some stronger wind gusts in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range, possibly as high as 45 miles per hour. Here locally, again, not getting much in the way of rain out of this tropical weather. So looking at generally dry weather through Thursday, Friday into Saturday. I do see a pattern, though, that's a lot more supportive of bouts of scattered shower and thunderstorm activity starting Sunday and continuing into next week. So fingers crossed, we still have a shot at getting some much needed rainfall locally.
Yeah. relief on the way. We need it.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Jamie. We'll